Ah, life in the country. Fresh, clean air and friendly faces. But our boy Chevy just can't seem to fit in with the local yokels down on the funny farm. Next on HBO.
The federal government swears you're doing business in here.
I'm not. Not here or anywhere else, and you couldn't catch me if I was.
You said you were a serious drug dealer and that you promised to quit, but that you lied and you're still doing it.
He called me a drug dealer and a liar. What a bummer.
You're a bad boy, Nick.
You're setting me up, Nick.
I didn't mean to hurt you.
Just looking at you hurts more.
Mel Gibson, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Kurt Russell.
You lied to me.
Tequila Sunrise.
You wouldn't shoot me over money.
Premieres Saturday on HBO.
Oh, hello. Come here and lay one on me.
Somewhere in the city, there's a killer. A killer who's just claimed his 11th victim.
My daughter was with her last night. It was my daughter, my child. It could have been her.
Somewhere in the city, there's an ex-cop.
The mayor knows you're good at this kind of thing.
I'm a fireman now. Nick's stuck. He is no policeman. He's got a beatnik mentality.
Burning building, you run in. Basically, it's a maniac's job.
At this moment, I think he's the obvious choice to lead the investigation.
My father thinks you're a genius.
This restaurant's a 5-minute walk from 7 hotels.
Well, he killed himself. We didn't need Sherlock Holmes after all.
This wasn't it. That wasn't him.
The January man is gonna get his January girl.
So stop him.
Kevin Kline, Susan Sarandon, Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio, Rod Steiger, The January Man. Premiering Sunday on HBO.
On the next HBO original movie.
Cromwell, you still there?
No.
All right, all the work's done. Time for you to land and suck up the glory.
Screw you.
He's the most trusted man in TV. A man who has it all.
Congratulations, Cromwell. You plucked your way through enough.
Lucky, I guess. I got a good producer.
Come on, signing this for me.
The only man America really trusts returns in triumph for his 8th season.
And now Jason Cromwell talks to me through my TV set.
So this is success.
Oh, give me a break. 3 Emmys, you're at the very top of the dung heap. You own Wednesday at 10.
Sometimes I think Wednesday at 10 owns me. You know a lot about you and the Dr. Shung you created.
You slimy bastard. You had to beat them to the punch, huh? Who set you up as God, Cromwell?
Mr. Cromwell, even you can't come in here making wild accusations. I'm still holding. Well, this is some sort of insane mistake. Whose mistake is it, Mr. Hotsfield? This interview is over. Get out of here. Shut up. Yeah. Well, can you please try that other number again?
What do you want to use?
You're having an affair.
No, I've never cheated before.
The only thing you never cheated on was work.
Never felt so pissed in my whole life. I'm losing it, Cromwell. No more Mr. Nice Girl. Next stop, Bitchville.
What, did I do all this?
God, I'm so stupid. One night, I take a shower and I fall in love with you. You've got to stop. You've got to make up your mind. You've got to finish messing up your marriage before you have the right to screw up with somebody new. It's got to stop.
Attention, Kmart shoppers. On aisle number 5, we have the most trusted journalist in American TV, lying through his teeth. Today only, he's on sale, cheap.
Is anybody watching this but me?
Well, this is some sort of insane mistake.
You couldn't wait to beat them to the punch, huh? Who set you up as God, Cromwell?
Albert Finney stars as Jason Cromwell, the man who has it all.
Cromwell.
And when you have it all, think about what you have to lose. The Image. Premiered Saturday, January 27th on HBO.
Think about it. If it weren't for HBO, you wouldn't have seen these award-winning shows. Television that breaks new ground. Programming that doesn't rest on its laurels. Stirring moments. Winning performances. Television's finest hours. HBO, bringing you simply the best.
a divorce.
You will never get that house. Do you understand? You will never get that house. Not the Staffordshires.
Never underestimate her as an adversary. Don't even talk to her.
Bitch.
Come.
Filth. The yellow areas are mine. The red areas are hers.
This seems rational to you both?
And when trouble begins, it comes at you from directions you'd never expect.
We haven't passed any point of no return.
I have.
Of course you know this means war, and war it will be when Kathleen Turner and Michael Douglas wage The War of the Roses, a decidedly dark new comedy from director and co-star Danny DeVito.
I tried to find a picture that was very, very funny, and The War of the Roses came along. Very funny picture, although you find yourself wondering, why am I laughing at this stuff? Because it is, like, very dastardly, and the theme of the picture, love turned to hate, is, you know, a very, very strong theme. As a director, it afforded me an opportunity to take people from Wuthering Heights to Full Metal Jacket.
This is the idea, and I'll tell you when to stop. Of course, Michael, I'm going to tell her when to stop, okay? So this is going to cost you.
Get out of the car, hon.
You're going to have to kill me!
With Turner and Douglas cast as a once-happy couple battling through a bitter breakup, and with DeVito playing a divorce lawyer caught right in the middle, the opportunities for some very black humor were always underfoot.
Now put your shoes on, Barbara. I haven't been at the feet since '82.
Have you ever made angry love?
Is there any other way?
Hey.
So there are lots of great, tasty things in there that I wanted to, you know, latch onto. Not to mention the fact, well, I will mention that, you know, two great parts for my good buddies, Michael Douglas and Kathleen Turner.
I think The War of the Roses is about a story that tells how a couple that can love each other that much can end up hating each other that much.
You owe me, Barbara. You've gotten a hell of a lot more out of knowing me than I've got out of knowing you.
I'm not even going to ask you what that means. I am the one who found this house. I bought everything in it.
With my money! It's a lot easier to spend it than it is to make it, honey bun.
You might not have made it if not for me, sweet cakes.
The glory, to me, of this film is that there is no right. I mean, neither of them are right. They're both wrong. Neither one is the victim, or they're both sinned against, which is, I think, probably more often the case.
Well, why do you want a divorce? I mean, did I do something? Did I not do something?
Because when I watch you eat, when I see you asleep, when I look at you lately, I just want to smash your face in.
Come on, smash my face. Come on, you want to smash my face?
Controversial and biting, The War of the Roses promises to challenge audiences and to surprise them.
I do think this picture does make a statement about how self-involved individuals in a marriage can be, how consumed we become with our possessions in a marriage, and how that personifies what we've achieved in our marriage rather than the nurturing of our relationships.
Life in the country, fresh, clean air, and friendly faces. But our boy Chevy just can't seem to fit in with the local yokels down on the funny farm. Next on HBO.
They say accidents can happen. His marriage.
I don't know why it's no good for us anymore.
His family.
Who would have guessed it? Making Larry had a family.
His dog. But some accidents can be a pleasant surprise.
You need to have me around.
What?
You don't know what you want. One minute you like me and the next you don't.
William Hurt, Kathleen Turner, and Gina Davis in an Oscar-winning performance, The Accidental Tourist. Tomorrow on HBO.
If anybody says anything, act like a studio executive. Over budget. Cut. Wrap. Good.
Hi, this is Robert Townsend, and I've taken over HBO again.
You won't get away with this, Townsend. No.
Yes, I will. With an all-new special, Robert Townsend and Partners in Crime, Part 3. The mutiny has just begun. With all new comedians, Tommy Davidson, Barry Diamond, Robin Harris. My musical guests, Bobby Brown and Miss Brenda Russell. So watch Robert Townsend's Partners in Crime, Part 3. The mutiny has just begun.
Saturday. Don't miss the HBO Comedy Hour with Louis Anderson. It's chock full of funny faces.
Tell Grave to grab the pipe that turds. Go right there.
Loaded with comedic faces.
And what is that speed limit there you're going? What is that going? 100, 110!
All in good taste.
Venison. Oh, it's delicious.
The HBO Comedy Hour, Louis Anderson Comedy on Campus. Premieres Saturday, January 13th on HBO.
One night, you'll see visions. One night, you'll hear noises. And one night, you'll see one of the 12 new comics bare their souls in the new edition of One Night Stand.
Yeah, I love talking during sex. I do. My phone bills are outrageous.
Tom Parks, Diane Ford, Rich Scheidner, Ellen DeGeneres.
You ever notice whenever you're with someone, they taste something that tastes bad, they always want you to taste it immediately? That is disgusting. Taste it.
Larry Miller, Mike Binder, Bobby Slayton, Dennis Wolfberg.
First day of school, we fill out standard roll book information. First day, I say, Frank, tell me your birthday. He says, March the 21st. I say, what year? He says, every year. How stupid of me.
Jake Johansson, Robin Harris, Charles Fleischer, and Will Durst. 12 new half hours starting February 10th only on HBO. One Night Stand. Safe comedy for the 90s.
This weekend, HBO is simply the best. Double Feature Friday gets down to some risque business at 8 Screwball Hotel and at 9:45 Hamburger, the motion picture. Then a pair of premieres. Saturday at 8, Mel Gibson, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Kurt Russell star in Tequila Sunrise. Sunday at 8, Kevin Kline, Susan Sarandon, and Mary Elizabeth Mastrantonio headline in The January Man.
Season's greetings from all of us here at HBO. And may the warmth and sharing of the holidays stay with you throughout the new year. The following movie is rated PG.